Good evening and welcome on in. Speed Gaming, it is good to see you. This is game 3 of the finals of the Rookie Rumble between JP, BrewersFanJP, and Tabby Orange. My name is Andy. I'm here with bbq.gov. How you doing today?
I'm doing awesome, Andy. This is going to be fantastic. JP won race 1, Tabby won race 2. So it all comes down to tonight. We will have a winner of this year's Rookie Rumble in the next, hopefully, hour and a half.
Yeah, I'd say about there. What I thought was really neat about this is we have a 17 and a 22 seed, out of 32. So you have two bottom half seeds making it to the finals. We had Tabby Orange knocking out Pedantic Potato, the number 1 seed in the second round. And then in the third round, Brewers fan taking out McMonkey, the number 3 seed, to move on to the semifinals and then eventually to the finals here. Tabby Orange and Brewers fan. And we have an exciting one for you today, and we're ready to rock and roll.
We're off and running. Well, we don't have to wonder where the sword is. It's right in vanilla start. So that was it. That was easy. And she bombs on top of that. That's nice. Yeah, but no, you made
everybody.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're moving fast. Both these runners have won their respective races in really good times. And yeah, to follow up on the point you were making about the seeding, yeah, I think that speaks to how deep the Rookie Rumble field was this year. That this wasn't the thing. This wasn't the case where there's only really 3 or 4 people who are clearly above the rest. No, there were a ton of really good entrants in this field who come from a variety of different backgrounds. JP is a Link to the Past runner, for example. We had folks in the field who are Dragon Warrior runners, who run Z1 Vanilla. We find, oh god, we're finding levels already. We've been here a minute.
Wow, we got a live one, everybody. But it is, that is really nice to see the variety of backgrounds of everybody coming together under this one thing. And we also had some vanilla runners come in and join the tournament as well. Tabby Orange finds a heart container on the floor in 2. Was hoping for something else, but this early in the game, I'm sure they will take that.
Absolutely. So if you haven't, if this is the first you're seeing of this flag set for the Rookie Rumble, welcome. This is a fun flag set. So one of the key things to know about this flag set, if you're not familiar with it, is that the white sword item, which is normally in Z1 Rando randomized, is guaranteed to be the white sword. Now, because both of our runners have the wood sword already, as JP gets his wood sword right now, that's not as big a benefit if you find white sword early, but it certainly does help with combat. And we have had a number of seeds in this tournament where our runners have had the white sword be the first sword they find.
Yeah, and that really turns the tide on if you do find it early, and let's say your opponent does not, I mean, that may as well be GG right there. Most of the time, just because you're going through rooms at half the speed, and that's the name of the game, just getting through to the next room.
Absolutely, yeah. No, the white sword is a big benefit for the runners. Now this flag set is more or less similar to the Consternation flag set that you see a lot of folks run in the Z1R community. It's one of the popular choices for just a casual race. So it's a decent level of difficulty. There were some changes that the admins for this tournament made to make sure that we minimize the risk of 2+ hour slog seeds, which can be fun in like tournaments where you're playing for money or things like that, or you really want to see someone struggle through some garbage. But this, like I said, has actually been I think a really good showcase of what these new runners, new to the community, maybe not new to speedrunning generally, but new to this community, what they're capable of doing. What their skills are, not just in this game in particular, but just in randos or in just retro gaming generally. It's been really nice, and as a result, we've had a lot of really good play and a lot of really close races,
which is just a great thing. And
oh yeah, and it gives us great content to talk about, which is also fun.
Oh, just tons and tons of it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it is fun to watch runners suffer through a garbage seed and just be glad you're not the one running it. But it's also fun to see new people to the game demonstrate what they can do and show the work that they've put in. Oh, well, speaking of work, JP's gonna need to do some work to deal with that blue danger noodle room on 4 hearts. Yikes! But Tabby. With a nice pickup. That is an A on Tabby's screen. That's the any key just sitting on the floor.
Yeah, what a nice find early on as well. And going back to what you're saying, and it's nice to see the progression of skill of these runners as the tournament went on. So you can see kind of a different gameplay from round 1 versus like where our runners now, and you can just see that how it evolved over the weeks and months.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the things I'm happiest about with this tournament is that it's very evident that the runners put in the work, that they, and it's not just I'll just roll out of bed and see how this goes. No, you can tell because a lot of the runners, not just our finalists, but a lot of the runners throughout the tournament, took the time to learn a lot of the advanced techniques, some of the advanced techniques that our more veteran runners do all the time, and some of which you'll see these runners do in this seed. Things like block clipping, screen scrolling, ladder clipping. Those take you don't just do those the first time you see somebody do it. Those take practice and those take effort, and you can definitely tell that all the runners in this tournament put in the time and put in the effort.
Oh, absolutely, and on top of that, just combat evolution and confidence in that will just skyrocket your times right there as well. And that is nice to see. We see a ladder block here in 6th. On Tabby Orange's side, but he got the any key. He was going to say sayonara, heading out, doing a little more exploring as JP picks up his level 2 Triforce after only finding the heart container on the floor. And they will bail on out of there as well. And we're both back in the overworld at the same time. That is just a neat thing to see right there.
Oh, definitely. And yeah, that's a great example of the point you were making. It's really easy, and I am guilty of this when I play the game, but I was especially guilty of it when I first started out, of feeling completionist. Like if we find another level, this on Tabby's side on the south coast, that's level 7. But it can be real easy to fall into the trap of feeling like you need to clear everything in a dungeon because you're afraid of having to come back and double dip it. And you can see with kind of what both of our runners here did, JP in 2 and Tabby in 6, could have looked for the second item if you wanted to, but you're on 4 hearts, green tunic. There's kind of no need to beat your head against a wall at this point. So declare victory, discretion is better part of valor, etc., and get back to exploration.
Absolutely. And I know, as you said, but I want to echo, way easier said than done.
Yes. Definitely.
It's not as simple as just like, this is tough, I'm going to turn around and hightail it out of here. No, that's a skill just on its own, I would say, is when to leave or when it feels right and when you should.
Yeah, and a lot of that you can learn that as you play more seeds, right? You can see kind of the benefit of the choices you make. And speaking of benefits, that's a D in a dungeon. It bows in 7.
Oh, golly, everything's coming up Tabby Orange right now. Oh, man, early Eddie Key gets the D in 7. It ain't over till it's over, everybody. I just want to reiterate that for sure. It's anything could happen. It's only 8 minutes in. Yeah,
and one of those things that could happen is JP's found 8. It's at the grave. Well, that's. I was about to say there could be some really helpful items in 8. I believe we saw that in race 2 last night when bow, silvers, and ladder were all in level 8. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was gross. It had the goods, but yeah, and that was kind of the difference in last night's seed. In race 1, I believe it was JP got a hint about the ladder and Tabby didn't, and that kind of made the difference in time. So 8 could have some really fun stuff if there's a way around this ladder block.
At this moment, it does not appear to be. This will not be a staircase at all. It's just going to open the shutter door. Tabby Orange taking a whirl around 7, picks up his 5 rupee room drop. for his effort killing the gels. Nicely gets around the Wizrones. Unfortunately for JP over there in level 8. Tanks of death. We'll go back to the beginning. Tabby Orange, 108 rupees. Just a tad bit short of that. What was that, 83? Chat will correct me.
Yeah, you're 83 short. Yeah, put it on layaway.
Yeah, close enough.
I have 23 rupees and I have a Bed Bath & Beyond coupon.
I like your style. Sold.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's gonna be good enough, right? No,
Right,
no,
yeah.
you mean it's not good enough? Okay.
Wait a minute. There's no Bed Bath & Beyond in Hyrule. This is a scam. Anyway, back over to the game. Tabby's still going through level 7. JP found the meat. It was about 40-ish. That's cheap enough. I'd say for me if I'd have to take a quick round over there.
That's not bad.
No, if they find that little pesky hungry gorilla. Ooh, JP finds an any road.
Now this could be really helpful for JP in terms of overworld routing. If these any roads are good, having that one that's in kind of the western part of the eastern forest is good.
Ooh,
Death Mountain's good.
We are fans of that.
Yeah, that ain't bad. Yeah, he's trying to skip back to the stair now. Door number 4 has what? Waterfall. Okay, these are good any roads. This is handy.
It's not too bad. You kind of wish it was over one more screen, just so you can have that northeastern access.
Yeah, but
or 2 more screens.
Yeah, but you're knocking out annoying checks. These Lost Hills checks are just annoying checks to do. And if you can clear them now, even though it's just a small secret here.
But now you know.
Yeah, and it's just one less thing you have to worry about orphaning, which is great. Doesn't take any on Tabby's side. Tabby's going to take that candle. That's going to really help with overworld exploration in the forest.
Ooh, JP finds level 4. Is this going to have the ladder? Let's find out, everybody.
That would be vanilla-ish. But yeah, no. If there's one thing... Oh, JP's getting beat up here. Needs to be careful. But if there is one thing that would give JP a real shot in the arm, finding ladder or finding silvers in a level like 4 that's up here on Death Mountain would be one of those things. He's going to get his hearts back and reset here.
Good call there. Took too many Gibdo hugs in this room. Looks like they're going to take him down this time. No worries. Armos check. It's the silvers.
Are you serious?
Oh, goodness gracious. Silvers for Tabby Orange over at the Armos, the easternmost Armos. Whatever the kids call it.
Yeah, so in theory, Tabby has everything they need to be Ganon. However, there's a bunch of levels we haven't seen yet.
Correct.
And so any of them may be overworld blocked. Well, those are not terribly expensive hints. So
unfortunately, Tabby has no money, and they have silvers now. So rip all saving any rupees ever. Now that you have early silvers,
yeah,
it's not going to happen.
It's very true. That's why having a mid secret of 27 here is probably, if you want to spam silvers, you probably wish that was a liar.
Oh yeah. And we haven't seen a large secret from any of our runners yet. We're going to check the second Armos. Over here we get flag frames. We'll never know.
No, not yet. Anyway. Well, there's mags. We're not going to get that for a good long while.
Oh, they have no money, so I think it was a door repair on Tabby Orange's side.
Ah, okay.
Those pesky door repairs. As Tabby Orange continuing the exploration of the Northeast here. Oh, yeah.
Okay, it is. Good. I like what JP's doing here. He's going to grab the candle here at Spectacle Rock. But by just nature of finding that any roads, well, he was up in the grave anyway. He's making a conscious decision here as he's found a level up here. He's found level 5. He's making the decision to dig Death Mountain early when he has the resources and he's got the sword. So and there's level 9 on Tabby's side. Oh,
I think JP thought they were gonna unlock the key door.
Oh, he's gonna try and pirouette it.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Well, go. Leaving the screen, going to the left and coming back to the right, and then going into the.
Yeah, on that particular screen where 5 was, you may
just can't
soft lock yourself if you do that, just because of where those rocks are. I think that's a screen where, and I could be wrong about this. Chad will correct me if I'm wrong, and a lot of times I am. But I think that's if you have a mirrored overworld, you can do that. You can screen scroll over and back, but I'm not sure if you can do that when it's normal.
That sounds correct. You know what? I'll give points to us for that one.
Yeah. Hey, I like being right. We're just gonna say it's Friday night. We're gonna say we're right.
Yep. Friday night's all right for being right. Tabby Orange is level 1.
Tabby picked up something, but I didn't see what it was.
I thought it was a key, but I may be wrong.
Okay, I panicked because it looked silverish, but we'll know here in a second when I open it.
No money making game for JP. Another useless key for Tabby. One would be really good for JP to find right now. The one that has 0 keys at the moment. Back to the ending road. Let's see where they go as Tabby is taking down these gels over here. Finds yet another useless to them key.
Yeah, 1 is playing against type right now. Normally 1 likes to gobble up keys.
Oh, yeah.
And funnily enough, 1 is kind of shaped like a weird shaped key that's pointing down.
I totally see it. Absolutely. Another key. Oh, it's ladder block. Never mind.
Yeah, so this is interesting. If JP finds ladder first, he can catch right back up. Tabby's got a bit of an exploration advantage right now, but it's not anything that is going to be determinative here. So JP definitely has an opening. JP's found some levels that Tabby hasn't.
Oh, I agree. A lot can still very much happen. Who don't buy those arrows or think about buying those arrows. That's the other thing. We're 16 minutes in and we haven't JP has not checked their Armos item. It's a long time to go without checking your Armos item.
It is, and he's going to be very happy when he does.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where he also doesn't know that the bow is in 7. So even if he goes there now and sees, oh, silvers, how long, when did Tabby get this? It's also possible he thinks, well, yeah, but she didn't find bow early, too. That would be really weird.
Yeah.
And then, well, actually,
yeah, right.
It turns out.
Yeah. They're just going to waltz into 7 and be like, oh, mistakes. May or may not have been made. Maybe it leads JP on the right path to route this seed out. You never know.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, in 7, the silvers were in a location that it would be hard for JP to miss. So from that perspective, it's not like he would let out the last location it necessarily, unless he puts off coming back to 7 until the very end and spends a lot of time digging other dungeons for items that he ends up not needing. But if he finds ladder early and Tabby doesn't, that may close that gap. Hey, a white sword!
White sword. Find out what happens momentarily.
For the thrilling conclusion of, can we pick this thing up? No, we can't.
Is it 4 hearts? No. Will it be 5? Is it maybe 6 heart white sword? Not this seed.
Well, Tabby's already at 5. Well, now I go check it now.
That's what I like to see. Come on.
Okay, he's going to go do this and then probably loop right back around. Keys under the doormat, I hope.
So.
Okay, Tabby's found the any roads and is going to get the news. Okay.
I hope they go back and check that white sword. 141. Tabby's going to be happy to see that. with all them arrows suddenly in their pouch.
That's a really good point. Yeah, once Tabby gets there, okay, and JP's going right back. Yeah, he wanted to make sure that is given the path he was taking. I can see how it would be possible to orphan Vanilla 1. But yeah, you wanted to knock that out, then come right back here and check this again. Is it 5 hearts?
Oh
no!
Wow.
Okay, you need the full freight.
Melchior, please, that's who rolled this one. Come on.
That's right. Neither of us rolled this. Neither did our tracker, OpnoPoint. Shouts out to OpnoPoint, by the way, for doing the tracking this evening. Our trackers are the real MVPs whenever we do seed. Oh, JP. Oh, he was so close to the fairy. Trackers are our real MVPs behind the scenes, making sure we have all the info up on the screen so we can talk about it. So big shout out to OpnoPoint for helping us out tonight.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, without a tracker, we would just be absolutely lost.
Yeah, you don't want to rely on my tracking.
Oh no.
I think I do an okay job, but I am bound. I guarantee I'm going to miss something important.
And I think if you combine our forces, our skills would actually regress.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
So we'll just leave it to the pros. Got a lot of exploring going on. What are we looking at? 3? I don't think we've seen level 3 yet.
Yeah, if we have, I don't remember where it is. Yeah, well, 3's the only one we haven't seen yet. We saw 1.
Yeah, 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 early. 7, obviously the ladder. 8, they looked like a weird. 8 just looked weird. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah,
and yeah, we have the 9 location, so 3.
Okay, and I don't remember exactly where this was. It was up on Death Mountain, I think, but 4, Tabby Origin side, which we saw on JP's side a minute ago. JP got a little bit of the ways here, but these Gibdos were not playing nice. Let's see if Tabby has better luck.
Tabby's hoping for a bomb drop here. The Gibdos are in the bomb drop group.
More key. It is.
Right.
It's like a magnet. Whenever you have the any key, just all the keys show up.
Yes. And 3 more kills on Tabby's side will be a bomb chance if they kill a bomb dropping enemy. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Oh, just short. Now 17.
Oh,
I know
there's
that
a room where that bomb upgrade would be really helpful.
That is just. Oh. That just hurt to look at.
Yeah, in a quad shooter to boot, that is no fun. JP's about to get the location of level 9 here, but yeah, I flinched just looking at that room, just being like, ooh.
And with the bomb upgrade just right there, like, golly.
That's a hard pass for me.
You're right. Anyway, their misfortune, fun for us.
Yeah, it's fun. Have we seen the blue ring? Because JP's got 255 rupees, and it would be very tempting if he finds a blue ring shop to make that purchase.
Ooh, no, they fell for one of the many classic blunders. No, to my knowledge, I haven't seen one.
I don't recall seeing one either. Good news, the door repair is only 17.
Oh, that's nice. Oh no, not when it's 34. That is a big bummer. But I mean, you get him knocked out of the way, unless like now would be a good time to find a mid secret.
No, just me.
A shot. Tabby finding level 8. You're gonna find that there. Also, ladder block. All right, well, there's the silvers for JP. Not gonna farm bombs on that screen. Just gonna skedaddle. This is my least favorite tech. I don't know why. Just is.
Yeah, it's one of those where he's just like, I feel, even if it's something, you feel like you wasted time coming up here. Oh, that's right. This is the hint. Okay, what do we got?
Nice. All right, JP needs something good here.
Row for 1. Raft and stick.
Okay.
May be useful.
Right, 3 could be raft block. That could be big. That could be heat. That also. What did that say? Dig Dogger gazes with the recorder? Come on now.
Yes, it did. A little vanilla. That's fine. That's good, but that's good information because JP knows where 5 is and he knows where 6 is. So if he wants to go dig at either of those items, he absolutely can. He knows he needs the bow, so that changes the odds a little bit in terms of do you prioritize going to 5 or 6 if you don't want either of those things.
Ooh. A lot of thinking I'm glad I'm not doing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, JP's got his 6th heart now, so he can absolutely run back to Candle Row and get the white sword if he wants.
1,000,000% should be the play.
Yeah, I understand him wanting to wrap these last couple checks up and check the coast item, but yeah, after that, that's where I'm headed.
Get some bombs. Smart. Very smart. They're like 14 rupees. I don't know if I would have wasted time in a second. Personally.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine either way. So was that just hard on the coast?
Oh, Chavi missed the screen scroll. That was my... I did not see what the coast item was. If chat wants to alley-oop that one, they can get some points. It was a heart container. JK, we were right first. Points for us.
Hey, we're batting 1,000 tonight. This is great.
Sure are. Ooh, the little secret's only 4. That's okay. Large secret 141. That is pretty generous.
Yeah, that cures a lot of ills.
As long as you find them. Unless the other 2 are like Power Razor blocked or something like that. That's never fun.
Yeah, that's true. JP's found 2 of them already, so that's good news for him. He's going to find 7 right here.
Ooh, no keys. Let's see if that
he can pirouette this. And I'm trying to remember which direction the silvers were.
The tracker tracked it appropriately when it was meant to be tracked. And no sooner and no later.
Excellent.
And we're moving on out.
Okay, those are cheap prices for there's the third big secret for JP.
Now I'd be really big. It's like the game is just screaming at you to buy the blue ring. And there it is.
And that's exactly what he's gonna do. I like it. He has silvers. He doesn't have to buy wood arrows, so kind of what else do you need to spend money on?
Totally. I 1,000,000% agree with it. Except I don't know, keys maybe would have been my only apprehension to something like that. I had no keys at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
That would have been that's like the only thing, but I also would have been really tempted to take the blue ring as well, because that defense, it's still kind of early. Great to have his Tabby sees the bad news of the 6-heart white sword.
Yeah, well, JP's got some good news coming. We're about to get a little bit of a runner of high 5 here, maybe. But JP's going to get his white sword and be very happy about it. Blue ring, white sword, given the enemy sets that JP's seen so far in 7, and where else did we see Wizrobes? 2 or 3?
Not 3. Ooh,
oh, not 3.
Go right back and get it? They're both going to get it. Just say 5. Yeah, let's go. Love it.
Double that offense.
What?
But yeah, we've seen Wizrobes already, so yeah, white sword, blue ring, totally understand this.
Yeah, I think that was 2.
Why are you burning her? It's not her fault. Well, maybe it is her fault. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, because it was 6 hearts. Tell us how you really feel, Tabby. I agree.
Boy, heart inflation hitting Hyrule.
Yeah. Oh, they saved 2 rupees with that door repair by only having 15. Ooh, Tabby thought that fire was too far away to burn. I thought they were trying to transition the screen and come back. To their surprise, it was a good candle. Gingerly getting through this screen, very, very happily taking that heart off the ground there.
Nicely done. JP's trying to pull off this screen scroll. That he can do it. I've seen him do it, but I think he's thinking better of it, and maybe going to one of the dungeons he's already seen.
Yeah, and the thing about screen scrolls, you just got to do them. Just as you were saying earlier, you just got to do them. There's no trick to them.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Just there's not like when block clipping. The block clipping trick is like when you're trying to do it in a dungeon. If you line up the top of Link's hat with the bottom of the inside square of the block, that's the easiest way to know you're on the right pixel. With screen scrolling, you kind of got to eyeball it. because there's not an easy tell on the side of the screen that, oh, here it is. I'm on the right pixel now. You just have to do it with practice. You have to. And one of these days I will do the practice and actually get that down. I haven't yet, but from what people tell me, that's what it takes.
Yeah, it's just, I've done it like 10,000 times. So you see where 5 pixels, 7 pixels, you know where 5 pixels is on the right side. It's just, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe 5,000. Maybe I've only done it 1,000 times.
You're taking the Malcolm Gladwell approach. I appreciate that.
It's the only way to go.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to put in the effort. And, you know, a lot of our runners in this tournament have done exactly that.
Oh, absolutely. Ooh, JP going back in level 4. What are we going to find? They have their white sword in hand, gonna just mow these Gibdos down over here.
And interesting, Tabby has silvers, has the bow, can spam the bejesus out of arrows if they want, but also made the blue ring purchase. That's an interesting choice. I don't dislike it, but yeah, interesting decision.
True. I love the play. I wouldn't have had the self-control. But if I had not gone into a dungeon, maybe if I had just stumbled upon one, then it's over. Those rupees would have been long gone. But you hope to acquire a few on the way through a dungeon. Anyway, back to the action. JP wishes they had the bow so they can take down these Poles' voices. They are rewarded with a $5. 100. 100.
Yeah, you're just $100 short.
Right.
But JP is going to try and see if he can not spend that key and bomb up. He can. Okay, this is good news, because behind that key door is that blue Darknut room that sucks. Here's another blue Darknut room that also sucks, but maybe not quite as much.
This also could be the staircase item. Which also could be maybe the ladder, or a heart container, or the recorder, or not the recorder. We're not in level 5. Just kidding, making sure chat's paying attention.
They did not fall. Chat did not fall for one of the 2 classic blunders. That's
Nope.
good work. Good work by them.
Yes, fantastic. They are also betting 1,000 for now. Oh, JP finds another room of bunnies.
That sounded ominous. Yeah, no, but White Sword and Blue Ring, he won't have to sink nearly as much time into this room as maybe he would if he had Wood Sword and Green Tunic. This is a much harder room in that instance, but he's able to kind of, well, now he can't tank stuff. Now he's got to be careful.
They could clip into a block for safety. I mean, with 2 left, I don't think it's necessary. But earlier in the fight,
yeah, that is definitely something you can do. I like JP's decision here. Reset the room, save the progress you made. If you end up getting bopped, I wouldn't do that from the top. Okay, well, here's our item in level 4. Our stair item's a heart container. A nice clock on JP's side. Perfect timing.
That is such a smart thing to do. Like, if once you've made some progress in a room, to reset it just in case. Because so many times, I'm sure many of you out there have also wished they reset the room before imminent death happened. And then they have to go back to a room full of Wizrobes or Dark Nuts or what have you. Ooh, Triforce. Just sitting there on a Gibdo for old Tabby Orange over there. We'll pick it up. Their first Triforce, 32 minutes in. This scene is just wild.
Yeah, that's a bit deceiving, right? Because our runners have seen so much of a bunch of these levels, and the fact that they've gotten really key items, but the fact that they haven't, JP doesn't want to spend that key, so he's done in 4 for the time being. But the fact that they only have 1 Triforce apiece is not an indication that this is a dumpster fire of a seed. It's just kind of, they're making the executive decisions that, you know what, I know where these dungeons are. They're not hard to get back to. I can come back here and get that second item if I need it.
Oh, totally. I mean, yeah, don't let the scene fool you by any stretch of the imagination. I think this is going to be just a fun scene to watch. It's how it's going to all unfold here.
Yeah, neither runner has a big lead at this point. They both are kind of in the phase where they're kind of retracing each other's footsteps from earlier, from about 20 minutes ago. So JP in level 5 now. Tabby's going to get a little more progress done in 4. Not clear if they're going to find the floor item. It very well could be in one of those dark nut rooms.
Oh, more bunnies.
Bunnies in a quad
bunnies.
shooter is low key one of the most annoying rooms to have to deal with. Or really anything with bubbles and in a quad shooter is also really annoying.
Oh, just bubbles. Oh, just say less after bubbles. Like,
yeah, that's true.
The sentence right there. The worst enemy in the game. Tabby Orange did not buy the bomb upgrade, so they could afford it. I think maybe they want to kill this room first. I would have been dropping.
Yeah, it might be the drop. It's worth checking.
I would have dropped. I would have bought the bomb upgrade though. It's a map. It also looks like a weird key. Look at what are the odds?
Oh, Tabby, you almost forgot. Oh, that's a good purchase. Plus 6.
Oh, that's a spicy meatball right there. Fantastic.
Yeah. Chat saying that 4 looks like Mario. I'm gonna slightly. I'm gonna say the old Mario, like Jumpman Mario, before he was coined as Mario. Kind of looks like that, like from Donkey Kong.
100%. Yeah. Yep. With like big head mode activated.
Yeah, I can hear the little little footsteps that he made.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Floor item. It's a heart container for JP in level 5. A little red dark nut combat over here. Gets a clock. Not gonna get a bomb. Next one is a bomb drop. Doesn't need that key either. If they could just throw it on over the JP, they'd really appreciate it.
And this this could be our stair room. Well, there's one guaranteed transport in 5, but this could be our item here. And we know this has to be the recorder. And JP knows that too because he got that hint. Oh, Tabby's gonna be very careful of this 4-headed Gliok room. Oh no!
First. I know that was a big time. That's all right. They're gonna get right back in. They're gonna come back later.
All right. So this is actually a little bit of good news for JP. If that is the drop room, JP was gonna have to double dip this. But now Tabby has to double dip this, so it's a question of and JP not able to bomb out of here, so we may have a segmented fight. We do.
Ooh, you gotta love them little islands that are just off in the wilderness.
Wow, it's one of those. Why did we even generate those? I don't know. Other than just to because games got jokes.
Yeah, and that you know what? That's all. That's the only reason the game needs sometimes.
Very true. It certainly feels like that a lot of the times, doesn't it?
Oh, yep. I would absolutely agree. As Tabby Orange picks up another heart container, bring their total up to 8 hearts. JP very happily taking that clock is going to make quick work of the dark nuts here. Gets the heart. Mosey's on down. Tabby Orange is going to be right behind him. And level 5. It's going to be a race to see who can get the recorder.
Now that Goma that JP just saw is interesting. If that's where our Triforce is, that's a spicy problem.
Oh yes. We're gonna see how all this unfolds. Didn't kill the Goma. Let's see where we're going. No, not your item. I'm so curious what was behind the Goma door.
Well, Tabby's gonna have to answer that question at some point, I think, unless they stumble across the stair item. Neither of our runners has found that stair item yet that we know is the recorder.
Yeah,
but that could be.
Sorry, Goma had a shutter door, to my knowledge.
Ah, okay. So the only thing that could be then is the Triforce, I think.
Well, it had a key, but it's blocky.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so never mind then.
So it could be required.
JP gonna get a look at our Triforce room. Is it a super room? No, it's not, but there's 2 other rooms he can go take a look at. because he's seen the floor item, he's just looking for a stair at this point.
Well, they're gonna make hopefully quick work of this two-headed wheat here. They'll be they'll very happily take that key as well. All the keys that Tabby Orange did not need.
Okay, we get a look at 5 here. Oof,
Oh,
that's a oof.
Wow, that's just not quite what I expected.
No, I don't know what that is. I'm drawing a blank as to what. Chat, help us out. What is this?
Yeah, right. That is funky looking.
Oh, JP was hoping he didn't have to spend this key to go north here to get to the top 3 rooms in the top right. Well, it looks like he's gonna go over one screen, see if he can bomb up, see if he can avoid spending that key.
Oh yeah, even though they acquired some, they still want to hold on to as many as they can, and chat has quite different views on what the ink blot here could be.
Boy, we're all over the place with these. I like the creativity in chat.
Yeah.
Nicely done, folks.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
All right, JP's in a block room. This feels like it kind of has to be our item at this point.
But you never know. And as Chan is saying, Wand was in level 1. And we get our recorder. Get your favorite recorder emote in chat now if you got one.
All right, toot toot indeed. JP's got everything he needs. He can go grab the Triforce and call it a day in level 5.
And we get to play the game of where is the ladder? And where is level 3? Those are the 2 big questions on everybody's mind right now.
Yeah, boy, there are quite a few possibilities. We found some important stuff. We found silvers, we found bow, we found any key. Wand was in 1, as we get the hint right there. Aquaman mates with the wand. Tabby's gonna get their flute here in a second. But yeah, where is ladder hiding? There are a lot of interesting options.
It could be in level 3, which could be Recorder Lake.
That's very true. That would be interesting. There's a school of thought that says once you get an item like the recorder, that you should jump on it immediately and use it. Particularly if it's an overworld blocking item. Interesting to see if our runners do that. JP's going to run back to 4, however, with full health and blue ring. See if he can make a little more progress.
All right, skipping that pesky Gibdo room. Let's see if we get a vanilla moment here.
Oh, Tabby got white forced.
Oh, but they did get the recorder. They do not know that the other item is a heart container. Will they just leave? They will not. They are going to go back and dig around for it.
Yeah. Now you may be thinking, oh wait, Tabby has silvers. Tabby has bow. Why is Tabby doing this? 2 for dungeons are ladder blocked. 8's ladder blocked. 1's ladder blocked. So ladder 100% requires. JP's going to get his heart out of the stair here in 4.
And there it is. They will up A on out. Both items in tow, not the one they're looking for. JP burns a key over here in level 4. Gets the key for their troubles. Happy about that one.
That always feels good. You get you're like, oh yeah. Yep, JP's going to take this Triforce, and it'll be interesting to see if JP goes back in. He's got flute, so he can flute back here now anytime he wants. So I would understand if he didn't want to. Oh, but he is going to go back in.
That's what I like to see. I mean, at this point, you're looking at the clock. You're 43 minutes. You have 3 Triforces. I mean, Tabby's over there with 2 Triforces. You might be thinking, oh boy, I have bow and silvers, but only 2 Triforces. I mean, at this point, they're going to start knocking them down, but a lot of thoughts are going through your head at this point in the game.
That is a really good point, and particularly in the context of how races 1 and 2 went. I think, if I remember correctly,
both of those races were under 90 minutes. So yeah, knowing kind of what's already happened in this series and knowing the caliber runner you're up against, I would imagine both of our runners are thinking, all right, how far behind am I? You know, when has my opponent found ladder? Did they find ladder half an hour ago? What the heck's going on? As Tabby's going to go back in too.
I totally agree. At this point, you're just like, ugh, you just have to feel behind.
Yeah, and you can kind of see it in how Tabby was deploying the bombs there. May feel like that they need to hit the jets here. May be worried that 2 has the answer to the questions here. That JP might have already found it. Nothing into the dongo room though.
And we'll take that heart. What will they get for their troubles? A map.
Oh, that's right. This was where the Mario map was.
Which we saw on Tabby's side.
Oh, wow. Okay, that blue ring doing work for Tabby. Yeah. No way Tabby survives. Another one? Oh, good lord.
Oh, yeah, that one. That's what I thought may have been the staircase item.
Okay, we got a map on Tabby's side in 2.
At one point.
That is, what is that? Is that like a... Is that a javelina sitting down? Or like a warthog or something that's sitting down?
It looks
javelina.
like...
I'm giving away that I've been to Arizona at some point.
I almost see Abe Simpson in it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's Abe Simpson's head.
Yep, I'm sticking with that one.
Yeah, no, that's good. He's wearing an onion on his belt, which was the style at the time.
As it was.
Tabby saw that room of blue Wistrobes down in the bottom right of level 2 and said, no thank you. Will be interesting to see if that's our second item.
Oh, totally. And a lot... And here too, even it's level 4, and there's some just nonsensical rooms here. That, even with blue rings, I mean, JP will happily take that. Happily take a lot of things. We'll make quick work of the Gibdos. See if they get anything for their troubles looking for this pesky floor item in level 4 as Tabby Orange picks up their Triforce in level 2.
I don't know if Tabby wanted to pick that up necessarily. Oh, but gonna whistle somewhere else, it looks like. Where's Tabby off to?
Where will Tabby land?
Are we checking the forgotten spot? Looks like we are. Oh, and chat telling us it's a double heart level 2. Interesting. Sure enough.
Whoa.
Well, look where level 3 is.
Wow. Look at that.
JP showing some good patient combat getting through that room. Unfortunately, just got a key for their efforts. Looking for the floor item. What does 3 hold?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking to see.
JP's in this 4-headed Gleeok room. Let's see if he can knock this out in one go.
Bob and weave. When one fireball leaves, one will come right back. Not right back, but only one fireball on the screen at a time.
Yeah. Well, so there's just a key, but JP's not going to turn that down. And I don't know that we saw what this room was, whether this was our drop room. No, it's just a key. Okay.
It was a drop room, not the drop room, though. Got to make that long trek through the NSU. Yeah, you got some arrows there. Don't be too afraid to use them at this point. Fire away. Save like when you get down to 5.
JP using bomb strats here, down to 2 hearts. Getting some hits, but it's this is one of those things where gets down here where the Dark Nut's turning at the absolute wrong time can take a 4 hit point shot down to nothing. So, but good patient combat by JP here.
Oh, totally. Yeah, they do knock you back pretty far. Oh, they find a banana. They
Ah,
pick it up. Yeah, with the green tunic, they do 2 hearts of damage. And they pack a punch, same as Gibdos as well. And a couple other ones that we're not going to name off right now. All hail.
yep. If you need potassium, that's a great source of potassium. Not the ladder. Doesn't help you cross anything. But
No.
unless the reason you're not crossing a stream is because you're low on potassium.
Very important to stay potassium.
Potassium and hydration. That's all you need, really.
That's it.
So JP's found 3, and he has to be relieved, right? And there's our Triforce in that Korea room. Not seen either item yet, though.
No, not yet. And we got the whole gang here. Everybody is gathered around the table to see this very exciting matchup. Game 3 of the finals of the Rookie Rumble 2023. Let's see what unfolds here. JP not burning a key there.
But these items are doing a really good job playing hide and seek. Is this? I don't know if this drops in 3. Okay, well if it does, it didn't there. Okay, here's our stair item in 3. This could be a super room, so Tabby's gonna clear it first. Nope. But what's our item?
Oh, it's the ladder. It was
Jackpot.
JP's gonna be right behind them. Hopefully finding the ladder themselves. It's just gonna be zoom to the end. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, these runners are right on each other's heels. They both have the same 3 Triforces. JP's gonna get his ladder probably here in about 2 minutes. And JP's this is shaping up to be a race that comes right down to the finish.
Oh, totally. And I mean, it's like Tabby having the bow is not tilting the tides by any stretch.
Not yet,
I
it
would
hasn't.
say. Yeah, unless it could. It's potential.
It certainly can help with certain combat runs. It can accumulate an advantage. Tabby's going to grab the Triforce out of 3. And to answer your question in chat, we know the location of all 9 levels now. 9 is up just east of the Lost Hills, so we don't have to worry about looking for that. 3 was the last level we had not seen yet.
And we were speculating overworld blocks, and it was just in the good old forgotten spot. JP gonna get these gorillas down. They're gonna be happy with what they find. And again, like 52 minutes in.
Yeah, needs those bombs. He's going to grab those bombs. But yeah, so you would think, 51 minutes in, runners have 3 Triforces apiece. This is kind of a slog. It really hasn't been a slog. It's just been kind of a something in which both our runners, the last dungeon they found would happen to be the one that had the ladder that's going to unlock 1 and 8. So, certainly Tabby's going to turn on the jets, and the minute JP gets his ladder here, as soon as he goes left from the room he's in right now, he's going to clear this room, but the ladder's 1 screen to the left, and he'll get that, and then he'll be right on Tabby's heels.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be fun to see. And then, as everybody knows, level 9. A whole lot could happen in there. If
Very true.
You zag and your opponent zags, and it could have 2 totally different 9 experiences.
100%. And we've seen that in the bracket stages of the tournament, certainly. So JP got some useful information there. He tried to bomb left out of that room and couldn't. That tells him that the only reason in levels 1 through 3 that you can't bomb to the right or to the left in that scenario is because there's a right side stair. So JP now knows exactly where that item is.
Oh, doesn't get their beams. Doesn't need them. Doesn't care.
And a quick Triforce for Tabby in 1, and I assume Tabby's going to jet from here.
Yeah, I mean, the Anti Key and the bomb upgrade does give Tabby a little bit of an advantage. for sure. But you never know.
Very true. Yeah, as you said, 9 can absolutely do 9 things. JP's going to clear this room to see if it is to see if it's a floor drop. It's not. He's still looking for Bo though. So he, whereas Tabby ran to immediately get the Triforce after getting the ladder, JP's going to dig out this floor item in 3 and hope it's the Bo. And it's a heart. So if you're rooting for JP, that's good news because he only saw maybe 1 extra room in 3 and can get right to the Triforce and get on to level 1.
Ooh, Tammy's over in level 6. Let's see what fun surprises we find in here. If we do find the Goma block, anyway, that would be detrimental.
It is it's entirely possible. Now we know that the 2 items in here are the floor item is the any key, which Tabby already has, and because of the hint JP got, we know that the stair item is the raft. Tabby doesn't know that, but at the same time, I don't know that Tabby is going to feel the need to dig for it either.
Oh, at this point, nope. We are chips and dip. Just grab the Dorito and get on out of there.
Tip and dip, I like it. Speaking of which, JP has his chip out of level 3. And where's he off to next?
I agree that it was easy to find the bow. Hopefully they take a similar path. Or that it's just linear. We'll find out when JP gets back in there.
Yeah, and if you're rooting for JP, you kind of want him to go into 7 sooner rather than later because that bow was fairly easy to find in level 7. That'll save him time digging other levels. It's never 7 until it is 7, and in this case, it kind of is 7.
Truer words have just never been spoken.
Oh, thank you. That's nice of you to say.
Tabby finds a transport staircase over in level 6. We'll take him. Yes, 2 rooms under the V. We'll go north. You know, they have many tools for this room right here. The ladder, the recorder. We're gonna bust out the silvers to make it easier. The any key. Then there's a lot of utilization in that room right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and just use a trick right there. Just kill one of the mini dig doggers. You only need to kill 1 if it spawns 3 of them, and poof, you got your you have your dig dogger down. Tabby gets the news that level 6's stair item's the raft, so not interested in that. Tabby's seen all the levels.
It's just a matter of get in, get out, get into level 9.
Yeah, you mentioned 9 can do 9 things in terms of, you know, take the wrong turn in Albuquerque and all of a sudden you let your opponent catch up. This 6 is kind of doing a bit of a number of that for Tabby. Tabby's having to see a lot of this 6 in order to find the Triforce. Tabby found the transport stair, found the stair item, hasn't found the Tringle or the compass yet.
True, that this could be the situation where the tides tilt. You never know. JP, now it's 7 keys. Obviously it's, I mean, you're not set for the rest of the seed. I mean, you might be. However, that's a much nicer number than the previous like 1 or 2 that it has been throughout the seed.
Yeah, and Tabby did get that any key early out of 6, which was nice. Yeah, JP wants nothing to do with that room right there, and I don't blame him.
Nope. Not one bit. Yeah, you take the wand. If one were to come across.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure.
For sure.
It's added offense. Yeah, and we have the hint from level 5 that that's exactly where the wand is. Could be right here in this stair, for all we know.
I mean, it's not what you want to find. It's not what you want to find. But you're like, I will crawl down these stairs and fight off these bats to go get it.
It's worth the 10 seconds. And we don't have the book, which would be nice for maps, but at the same time, you're not creating fire that's going to hit you right in the face.
True. I still always grab the book.
Oh, and yeah,
1,000,000% of the time.
For nine, if nothing else.
Totally.
But yeah, it's a bit of a trade-off.
Oh yeah, or you do get it early. You get like book and wand early. You're like, oh, like bummer, whatever. And then you're like, oh, but I have the atlas. And then every dungeon is just like, oh, here's the map. Oh, here's the map. It's like, this backfired.
Yeah, but it's Murphy's Law, right? The minute you don't do that, then you're having to dig through 30 rooms to try to find the map, and you're bombing every wall in existence, and you're just like, why didn't I grab the book when I had the chance?
Right. Like quadruple segmented, all that.
Yeah.
Ooh, more Wizrobes. Who would have thought?
Yeah, boy, this one's kind of annoying with how many Wizrobes it has, and Tabby did not have to mess with this room, so gotta be careful here. Oh, we took a beam to the head.
Yeah, we've not seen a potion purchase from either of our runners. Despite both of them having the letter.
Yeah, that's interesting. Certainly would be helpful for a level like 1.
Oh, Tabby bought potion twice.
Oh, she did? Okay. All right. Good job, Tabby. Ooh, boy. Well, here's a room where a potion would be very helpful, even on Blue Ring.
Totally agree.
With a Expando Patra in an NSU room. It's just, ugh. But doing a good job here, got the Patrites down.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, that's one room where you definitely don't want to kill the main, whatever those little familiars are called. There's one main one where if you kill it, it will stay in whatever state that it's in. So if it's doing all the crazy bunch of stuff, then you kill the main one, it will continuously do crazy bunch of stuff. However, when it's contracted and it's in a nice little circle, if you destroy it, then it will just continue on going in a nice little circle.
Yeah, and that's why you'll see some of our runners, when they're dealing with an expanding Patra, wait for that 3 cycle of expansion to stop before they start swinging on the satellites, to avoid exactly that happening, where it locks in and starts spazzing out.
Satellites, that's a good word. What do you call them? Oh, JP takes another death as Tabby Orange finds a heart container in level 8 in a staircase.
And a staircase right on the way to the Triforce, which Tabby's going to grab probably right in about 10 seconds here.
I would say so. And they are off. 11 hearts to JP's 10.
Okay, so Tabby just needs 7. Yeah, no, we're getting all sorts of... I'm enjoying the creativity of chat with all the names for the little mini Patra things. We got grape nuts, we got nitrites, we got annoying. That's true.
Patrites. That's I like this. Patrolites. Patrolites. I think I like that one.
Yeah, we got a lot of good choices here.
But there's so many good ones. I agree.
Oh, we got mags. Oh, okay then. 11 heart mags. That's not bad.
And speaking of potion purchase, there we go on JB's side.
I like this. I know he's just a couple bucks short of being able to get the red one, but this is insurance for when he goes back into 1.
Oh, totally. I 1,000,000% would have bought a Pepsi there. It's good. It's good just to have one. I mean, like, dying silly, but dying with a potion is sillier. As JP back into level 1. As Tabby goes into level 7, I'm gonna say hello.
Now, if I remember correctly, Tabby, despite not spending a lot of time in here, I think Tabby saw a lot of rooms in this 7. So that's got to be some help. Gonna clear this Goma room here because this could be a Triforce.
Yeah, as far as oh man, if it's here, what a silly game.
Yeah, that's one of those keys under the doormat type of situations, right? Yep, it's nothing.
It's not today. Not today.
Would have been a little too poetic.
And just cruising on through. This level 1, hoping to find something worth their while.
Well, that Mags is doing work on Tabby's side, making quick work of those whiz robes with 3 shots instead of 5.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. And then orange Wizzies go down to 1. Even blue Dark Knights go down to 2. 2? Not even a threat.
Well, you just feel like Thor at that point, right? You're just like, oh, I can take you out. It
Yeah.
feels so good.
Oh, yeah.
Been ruining my day for about an hour.
Right. This will be your day of reckoning. And a heart container. And level 1, who would have thunk it? Definitely not a ladder. What?
I still don't know what that refers to.
Right, I was hoping you knew.
No, not a clue. Chat probably knows. I have no clue what that means.
These are free points for chat if they know. It should be Wark. I know what a Wark is. What? Back in my day, my chocobos worked.
This is how old I am. I don't even know what a chocobo is.
The chocobos are the feathered creatures in the Final Fantasy series that they like ride, kind of looks like an ostrich.
Okay, it's Final Fantasy. That's why I don't know what it is. Got it. Okay. Thank you.
You are very welcome. They're wonderful. And if you ever play Final Fantasy 14, the moment you get your first chocobo and start flying around with it, it's just it's a beautiful moment. I gotta say, back to the Z1 action. JP trying to take down this room of blue Wizzies that have been giving him problems for a while today.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of avoiding taking hits.
Tracy's saying in chat, there's no way I'm too old for a chocobo. Well, actually, I might be. It's entirely possible. I certainly feel old today, let's put it that way.
Just 2 more.
Nice work by JP to get this down to 2. This is smart. Okay.
They have a potion.
This is why he bought it. Good call.
And I also like start menuing to your potion. I'm a big advocate for that. Do not swap over to a potion.
Yeah.
It may work a few times. You're going to die once.
And you're going to die because you accidentally select swaps to candle and burn yourself. And then you should be like, why? Why did I do that?
Oh, that's... And the candle will kill the last enemy, too. At the same time. It'll just be all sorts of sadness. So just always start menu. Let that be a lesson. Always start menu. The red ring.
Hey.
We'll take it.
That could be very useful in 9. So, especially if combat is garbage. So,
yeah.
JP's not turning that down, but he's making a beeline for that Triforce because he's seen all 3 items.
I would almost at this point say blue ring required red ring.
Yeah, because that room, those 2 rooms getting up there, plus this room right here, all gross.
Yeah, just getting there. Get out of town. And Tabby's still looking for the old Triforce here in level 7 as well.
Yeah, this is good news for JP. In the Tabby has seen a lot of this 7. She's a lot, or he, sorry, I'm terrible with pronouns. Saw a lot of 6 too. And yeah, if JP takes a couple right turns in 6 and 7, can make up a significant amount of time here.
Oh, and speak of the devil, there's that old Triforce. They were bound to find it.
Boy, it's in an annoying spot. And if I remember right, as JP gets his Triforce out of 1, if I remember right, the Triforce in 6 is in that little nubbin up in the that sticks out kind of in the middle of the right side of level 6's map. So if JP makes the decision that, oh hey, it would be super trolly for the Triforce to be in an obscure spot, it could be a good way to make up time.
Could be. Time will tell. Time will tell. But in the meantime, Tabby Orange is going to make their way on over to level 9.
Yep, level 9 right here at the Armos. So Andy, what are we looking for in level 9?
I don't know, a Triforce, maybe.
Well, I mean, we kind of have a bunch of
Power
Doritos.
bracelet.
Well, we haven't seen that. Yeah, that's true. We haven't seen that.
Mm,
An old man that says, "Let's live here together," because we found
we
that.
found it. Done.
Not done. Perfect.
GG.
Nailed it.
That's
Nailed
what
it.
I like to see. No, we are listening for the roar of Ganon. And when you hear the roar, that will mean they are in an adjacent room in a cardinal direction. So north, south, east, or west. Diagonals do not count for that. And we're looking for a door. And there's 2 doors. No, we're looking for 1 door in particular. It'll just be 1 single shutter door in a room. When you kill all the enemies, that door will not open when it typically would. That is where Zelda is located. So the roar, the door, we're trying to get some bacon, killing Ganon, and saving the kidnapped. Let's see what happens.
Well, this is a room that could be our single shutter door. Yep, nope, but it opens, so that's not our answer for where Zelda is.
Nope, but that is what you're on the lookout for. Just a room just like that. It had 1 closed door. That could be potentially Zelda. Not here where you just walk through, because that'd be silly.
It would,
But-
actually.
It would be pretty wild if that's how it happened, yeah. I wouldn't even know what to say.
I would be slightly disappointed, I think.
But I didn't kill Ganon yet. I can't save her now.
But that is a
How
flag for
honorable.
if you're not for folks who aren't familiar with the randomizer. That is a flag you can turn on to where Ganon it can be 50-50 that Ganon is required. It can be a fun flag at times, but it can also feel a little anticlimactic at times. Not here.
No.
Ganon is 1,000% required to beat the game.
Yep, if that did not happen, some eyebrows would be raised. Do I hear? I do not hear roar. I do. They do not have dungeon music in level 9, and that's got to be to hear the roar better, which I'm all for it. Whatever you can do that is going to help along, because sometimes, if you have mini bosses, their roars can mask Ganon's roar.
Yes.
So it might be a little harder to tell if the roar you hear is actually Ganon or not. JP goes and picks up that heart container. Not sure if when they got mags. They're definitely not going to die now. Tabby going around, still looking for the roar, still looking for the door. Let us see. JP picks up their level 8 Triforce. They're going to be on their merry way. Here is a single shutter door.
Yeah, and Tabby's going to take out this Goma and check this stair just in case. It is also a transport. Tabby not taking the stairs, but wants to know which ones are transports in the event that they need to go back and find a path to the girl or to Ganon, because we have seen that happen where finding either of them requires taking a magical staircase.
Oh, very true. It's just good to stay organized in your level 9 exploration. JP going back to level 2. Not going to be thrilled.
Yeah, and this makes sense. It's the smallest dungeon left
Right.
you haven't checked. In theory, it's the fastest check. Gonna have to do 6 and 7 at some point. And knows what the items are in 6, so gonna do 7 before doing 6. Yeah, this is where JP died before.
And look at that. 11 keys for JP. See, that's a lot now, but earlier when we were having that blue ring key conversation, I do think JP would have benefited from buying a key or two.
Yeah, I can see that. It would have been spending a little less time clearing rooms that maybe he didn't necessarily have to clear.
Totally. And you do a lot of like circumventing of key doors as well.
Yeah, that's a really good point, that you take the long way around. You go through 3 rooms when you could just do 1. Yeah, that's another area where you can have little microscopic time leakages.
Totally. And Chad is saying Princess found. Thank you, everybody. It is a team effort over here at Speed Gaming. From the runners to the behind the scenes to, I mean, we're just talking.
Yeah. Okay. So in the dash column, 3 down. So 2 down from where that staircase was that Tabby just came out of. Got it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
So now the question, and so there's a path. Path has been established. Now the question is, where is Mr. G. Annan hanging out?
Yep. Oh, JP finds their any key. I would not be happy about that.
I'd be mildly annoyed. Mildly annoyed is what I mean.
It was here. You just walked into it. Oh, we've all been there. We've all been there.
Now the question here on JP's side is how quickly can JP find the Triforce? I don't think JP necessarily got the hint about the raft being in 6. I think that was on. Well, I could be no. I take that back. I think he had 255 rupees at the time, so he should have the hint now that he has that any key that the stair item is the raft. So he's just looking for Triforce.
All right, check confirming that it was JP that bought the hint. Thank you again. There's a roar for Tabby. Is it the key door or do we go north? It is the key door.
Here we go.
All right, everybody.
Hour 14 and change. Here's Mr. Gannon.
Oh, in Gannon's room, even how cliche. Tabby trying to get the opening stun. Oh, very nice. Oh, just so nicely done. Easy peasy.
AB, see you later with that stun lock. Very nice.
And Tabby is just going to beeline it on over to the princess. Everybody get your GGs ready.
Tabby just 2 rooms away now from closing this one out.
And there we are. The 2023 Rookie Rumble 2 champion is Tabby Orange.
Official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 15 minutes, 45 seconds. Talk about closing speed. That was really well done by Tabby once they found the ladder.
That was a fun seed.
What a fun way to close out the tournament. That was a really enjoyable seed. No real big garbage that our runners had to deal with. Just a real good opportunity for our runners to showcase what they can do. And GG to both our runners because they played really well and gave us a really good show of exactly how good the rookies in this year's crop are.
Oh, totally. And I mean, this seed was just very exemplary of how you're going to play, like what's your approach to a rando seed. And depending on what that is going to determine the outcome of like this kind of seed, I would say. So It was good to see the two kind of perspectives of how they played. Wow, Tabby Orange only dying once. That is pretty big right there. That helps a whole lot. And here they are. Tabby Orange, congratulations.
Thank you.
GG's. For sure. Thoughts? It's yours.
You know, it was definitely started out quick. Obviously, getting bow and silvers like that quick is always good. But you're never quite sure, you know, is JP gonna find that stuff too? Like, am I ahead, or is, you know, or are we just neck and neck? Because, you know, the bow was free, like in the 2nd room or 3rd room or something, on a rupee boss. Like, you could get that without the sword. So, and you never know. And, you know, I thought I was kind of late to the ladder. It was in 3 there, not like too difficult. I just kind of missed the forgotten spot a couple times around.
Well, as it turned out, you and JP both got the ladder, I'd say, within about 2 minutes of each other. You both found 3 last, which it's at the forgotten spot. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's called that for a reason, right?
That's exactly right. So yeah, but what ended up being the difference for you was an early dig of 7 that netted you the bow. JP's headed to 7 right now. Found 7 relatively early as well, but did not dig it. and has been looking for the bow.
Yeah, I could see if you don't get that early, because I didn't find any items in 1. I was already in go mode by then. After the ladder, I left 3. I didn't go back to 4 for the second item. So I could definitely see that if you don't get that early bow.
And that any key really came into play as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Huge.
like a great item to find early. You know, is JP gonna go? Because if you just go into the first room, it's not like hard combat. So the sword was on the first screen, and
Yeah.
you know, level 6 is right there. So you know, I felt it could be advantage, but you know, JP could do the same thing, and then it's not really an advantage. It's just a nice item, but it's not giving you an advantage. You never know.
True, and that's a great way to look at it. So you don't want to just be like, "Oh, I got this. I'm ahead."
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
no.
Like, it's great that I have it, but like, you don't know if that puts you ahead, because
True.
you know, from what I've seen of what JP will go into a level 2, even a level as well, like early. You know, some people don't go into the high levels early, but I'm pretty sure JP will. So, you know, if he goes in there, he's gonna get that too.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm a fan of that. I just poke your head in, see what you find. You never know.
Like, a lot of the rooms are not too bad, even with a wood sword. Like, when I went back into 7, all the rooms I skipped, my map was just question marks. Like all because that 7, I skipped over a lot there the first time in, and I was really glad that I got next. That helped on 7 so much.
Oh yeah, that was a really nice. Get how many hearts? You had 11 hearts, I believe.
11. I didn't check at 10. And in fact, I went to 8 first because I knew 8 was Korea's, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll get a heart. And so I'm not sure if it was 10 or 11, but it worked out.
It sure did. Yeah, it's always nice to get mags. How did White Sword work? I think you both found White Sword at the. Was that relatively the same time? I may be mixing up another item. I apologize.
Well, White Sword was in Candle Row there.
Yeah.
The burn bush.
Oh yeah, I don't think it was too far apart when both of you got it.
Yeah, I could imagine. You might have routed everything kind of similar.
Everything except the bow and the any key in the beginning. That was the big. Ended up being the determining factor.
Yeah, so yeah, just the bow and the any key were kind of the differences, because yeah, I definitely felt it was slow to begin with. I found a lot of the levels, but I think my first Triforce was like 30 minutes in or something, which is,
Yeah, I think it was 32 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
And it was about the 45-50 minute mark, and both of you had 3 Triforces. And at that point, we were both saying, like, you're probably feeling behind.
Yeah, I wasn't
with
feeling
what you had,
great, but I was like, I don't look too much at the Triforce count, because I know, like, okay, like, one's sitting there, I just need the ladder, right? So, like, one, and same with a lot of the other one. I know where the levels are. I know where the big levels are. I just, have to go and decide to dig them, and I don't want to dig them until I have to, really. And, like, I don't want to look for the ladder in, like, 6 or 7. I'd rather, try to find 3. At first, I forgot about the forgotten spot, and I thought 3 was blocked totally. That's why I went to check the recorder when I got it. Then I looked at my map and I was like, oh, I had forgotten spot and then the cave east of forgotten spot I had not checked. But those were the only 2 non-blocked spots I had left.
Yeah, it really seemed like an overworld block was imminent, because, I mean, both of you had found everything but 3 at a certain point. or at least
5
collectively
was,
for a long time.
and 5 was the last one right before I found 3, because that was the last cave in Death Mountain I checked. So for me, I was like, oh, is there gonna be 2 block dungeons here? Oh boy. But and turns out there were no block dungeons. So.
Yeah, at the end of the day. And then silver, the Armos item silvers, gotta just love that.
Yeah, and I found that bow, and I'm like, all right, I need some arrows. Where can I buy some arrows? And I was like, oh, even better.
You had a lot of self-control with the arrows.
Well, I didn't have any money then. The giant money came later. That was.
Oh yeah, you didn't find a big stick. 141 for a big stick was. I'm sure that was really good to see.
Yes, and I think I found just all 3 in a row, like pretty one after another.
Any other thoughts on the tournament?
The
How do you
tournament.
feel? You happy? You happy? You've got to be pretty excited. I mean, this is. I mean, I was pretty stoked.
Yeah, here we are, just a couple Rookie Rumble champions.
Right?
We're the only ones who knows how it feels, right?
Yep, that's very true.
No, the tournament's been great. I wanted to, shout out the admins, Malkier, Mrs. Malkier did a great job. Jess, Bogey, definitely shout out to Rick for helping out, and obviously being getting everything with SpeedGaming has been great. So it's been a great tournament, and very well run, and also just shout out to everyone in the community who's been really helpful, and everyone in this community is just very helpful and welcoming to new players. So it's been great.
Oh, totally. I mean, this. I mean, I would not have gotten in the rando if it wasn't for this tournament last year. So it is really nice. It's a really great way to bring in new faces into community. And if you're out there and you're like, oh man, I didn't get in on this rookie tournament, don't worry. Just roll a seat. Come say hi.
Yeah, I mean, that's really how I started. I just downloaded the program and started playing, and I was really intimidated when I first started. So if you're kind of intimidated, give yourself items to start with. The randomizer is very friendly like that. I think the first seed I played, I started myself with mags and red ring just to so I could just kind of figure out how everything works, and I wouldn't worry about dying. The randomizer is very, you can. It's very easy to get started just by yourself. You can always do that.
Oh, and that's a great way. That's a great comment to make. It's as hard as you want it to be.
Yeah.
I mean, well, take that with a grain of salt, for sure. The flags can only be as difficult as you set them.
Yeah.
Be.
I think,
with a big ol' asterisk in there.
The first seeds I played, I just gave myself stuff, and then I even just used the vanilla maps, so I knew where the stuff was. And, so it's really just how does the item shuffle work and things like that. And then I just kind of added more things.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely the best way to do it. And talk to the community. Say hi. That's another big one. Just come, okay.
Yeah. And then
I'll help you.
Community races all the time. So
All the time.
just come on, join.
If there's anything rando runners love talking about, it's rando.
Yep.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yep.
Oh, good. I'm internet's down, so I'm on my phone. But yeah, keep going. Yeah, no, just I wanted to add that this is as far as communities go, this is one of the most welcoming. So yeah, totally. If you're interested in giving it a shot and kind of sticking your toe in the water, this is a great community, a very welcoming one that can help you out.
You know, a lot of people say this community is like the best community. I don't care. The Z1 community as a whole, and the Z1R and all that, the best community. I'd like to see another one that's better.
Yeah, no gatekeeping here. Everyone wants everyone. That's why we have these rookie tournaments, is to give newer runners a forum to kind of get used to doing, playing in competition and see where you stack up. And there's a reason we've done 2 of these now, because that we had 40 some people in the field. That's a ton of people for a community this size.
Oh yeah, it's just like new people to come in and play. It's great. And you'll get help from, the top runners come in, chime in, help you out. There's a whole wealth of knowledge and friendship and welcoming to go around.
Absolutely.
JP just roaming around this level 9. We're getting there. We're getting there. Give it time.
Did I see that JP has the location of Zelda already?
Sure does. Oh, another thing I wanted to point out, Tabby, GG, only 1 death. That's very nice.
Yes.
Gotta say, good just good play all around.
That Gliak got me. I wasn't.
Oh yeah.
I switched the pause strats in the middle of it, and I still died.
Oh,
Never
pause strats are not foolproof.
No, they're not. I probably switched a little too late.
Yeah, sometimes
First, I was like, I got the blue ring. I'm good. Let me just tank. Oh nope.
Yep. Sometimes pause strats is just slow motion death screen. That's all. That's all it sometimes turns out to be. On occasion, it can get you out of a jam. And JB gonna take this staircase after the bombs did not take them anywhere. We didn't bring him too far, but put him in the right direction. Happily grab those off the floor. But one bubble, so much chaos. Just 1. Some rooms have 2. An outrage. Oh, no bomb holes here. 1 too many, that is very true.
Alright, allegedly I have internet back.
You are coming in loud and clear. I would say affirmative.
Oh, and just in time, too, is, hey, we have a Ganon sighting on JP's side.
Yeah. Fantastic. We'll see. Got the 1. Got 3 more. Stabby stabs of Ganon. Left corner's cheese strats. Gotta love them.
And he's down.
And we have Bacon over on JP's side.
And JP knows the path, so JP should be crossing the finish line here in just a matter of seconds.
Oop, 1 screen north, too many there. I've fallen for that trap so many times. Everybody get your GGs ready.
There's the door that opens, so get your GGs in chat for JP, finishing this seed with a time of 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 28 seconds.
G's to JP.
Yeah, JP played really well. Yeah, it was just a question of, last location Bo. That's happened to all of us. So
Yep.
totally understandable. Yeah, but JP played really well throughout this tournament. As we are joined in the booth by our second place finisher this evening, JP. GG's, JP.
GG.
GG.
EGJP.
Yeah, I kind of I pieced it all together once I found the bow. It kind of it all made sense at that point.
Yeah,
that-
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Andy. Your
Okay,
internet's more reliable than mine.
I mean, that was one of the big differences here is Tabby found the bow and the Eddie key early. It was still a race for sure. I mean, even at the 45-minute mark, you both only had about 3 Triforces, so it was interesting to watch and see play out. It'll be worth watching back, that's for sure.
Yeah, and he's absolutely right. I mean, you both had the same 3 Triforces, and you both got the ladder in 3. You both found 3 around the same time, and you both got the ladder within, I'd say, probably 2 minutes of each other.
Yeah, easily 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then I guess we just diverged from there. Like, I know went dub 1 for a while, which I mean, well, I got red ring out of it. That really didn't help any. Like, I when I saw that one and saw his ladder blocks, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna dig this a bit because if that could be good for me if something big's here, and it wasn't. So, yeah, like I said, when I found, the any key, that wasn't a big deal to me because I don't think I was ever really hurting for keys in this seed. But yeah, the bow, yeah, if I dig a little bit in the 7, yeah, this might be a much different situation. But I saw the whiz robes and decided to just bail because I was checking other stuff at the time.
Yeah, and at the time, given the information you had, completely logical play. I mean, it's whiz robes with wood sword, green tunic. It's 7, makes all the sense in the world. But yeah, that just kind of ended up being where the bow was this time.
Rando gonna rando sometimes, and that's
Yeah, no, I think I was due to get randomed a few times because I got lucky in some of these other races.
yeah. Well, what's rando without a bit of luck? You know what I mean? You need a little bit of that on your side.
Yeah, that it definitely is.
Yeah, but you played really well. Your combat was really good. I liked a lot of the routing decisions you made.
So you played the seed really well. It's just one of those where the bow's in the one spot you don't want it to be.
Yeah, I know there's not much I can do about that. Just hoping I can make it a little closer here. Make it a little more interesting.
Oh, it was very interesting throughout. It was, I would imagine both of you were probably feeling it about 45 minutes. You've got 3 Triforces, the caliber runner you're up against. I would imagine both of you were thinking, oh God, what has my opponent already found ladder? Have they had ladder for 20 minutes? Have they already cleared 1 and 8 at this point? I would imagine both of you were a little bit nervous at that point.
Yeah, definitely, because I know the way the races have been going is like when you get to the hour mark, that's when you get a really nice seed, that's when you start to suspect finishers. Hour 15 at this stage in the tournament is about an average time that you expect to see. For the first place, at least.
Yeah, but you both played really well, and yeah, you should definitely go back and watch this. Because yeah, I mean, this was by no means a runaway. This was pretty darn close throughout, and you both played really well. You were both kind of retracing each other's steps a good amount of the way through. It was really entertaining for us to watch and commentate. So
Totally.
Great job by both of you.
Oh yeah, definitely. GG's to both the runners once again for sure. They just throughout the whole tournament put a lot of effort in, put a lot of time, a lot of seeds to get where they are, and just congratulations to both. And any closing thoughts by any of our runners?
Thanks for the commentary and tracking. We'll see where I go with here from Z1. I'm starting to pull my blue ring route back out to do some practice on that. We'll see what comes up next. I do plan to stick around and join whatever's next. So yeah, it was a good experience. I got some good work in, and we'll see where it goes from here.
Yeah, please do. This has been a pleasure to watch both of you throughout this tournament, especially in the finals. Great job by both of you.
And Tammy, any final thoughts?
No, yeah. It's just GG again, JP. Was a great series against you. I know, it was actually, watching back at least yesterday's. I know our times were different, but it really came down to just a couple of routing decisions, and even when the seeds are kind of far apart, if I kind of made a different decision one way and then you made another decision, it could have gone the other way. And that's just how even in my previous series leading up to here, definitely I was close to getting eliminated a few times. So, but it was I feel fortunate to have won, and let's see what I do next year for Z1R. It'll be fun.
Totally. It'll be interesting to watch the journey unfold. And go back to vanilla. If anybody wants vanilla help, please feel free to reach out. And with that, barbecue. You got anything to say?
Yeah, no, this was a ton of fun. GG's to both the runners. Andy, thanks for doing commentary with me. Shout out to Opno for doing the tracking behind the scenes. This was a lot of fun. Looking forward to doing this type of stuff again for the next tournament. Speaking of which, a wild Malchior appears in the booth with us. Hi, Malchior.
Greetings, everyone. Yeah, it's late. But yeah, obviously, congratulations to our runners, our champion Tabby Orange, and the runner-up BrewersFanJP. Fantastic racing throughout. I've tried to watch every single series from the quarterfinals onward, just because every match was so tight. It was crazy. It shows how evenly all of y'all are stacked up now, and I hope you're ready to continue your career forward in Zelda 1 Randomizer, because all y'all are threats now. That's the real reason for the Rookie Rumble. It's that we love giving y'all a place where you can learn, a place where you can compete against equal skilled peers and such. But now you're ready. You're ready to dive into the races against the big people and start taking some names. And it's going to be a good time watching your continued growth. Going off of that, I want to thank my admin team, Adirondack Rick, Jess Andy, Bogey Smalls, and of course, the Mrs. Malchior for helping me pull off what is the second year of the Zelda 1 Randomizer Rookie Rumble. There will be another one next year. I don't necessarily know who's going to be leading it. The missus has already jumped at me and said, "Oh, honey, if you want to take care of the baby, then I'll run it this year." So I might take her up on that.
I mean, she did a great job organizing things for this Rookie Rumble, so
It's one of her strengths.
yeah.
Really. Pull a lot of stress off of me. So look forward to that. That'll probably be coming in summer of next year. I kind of like the summertime slot where we can be between tournaments. So expect some other kind of Rookie Rumble next year. The flag set likely to be entirely different. The selection criteria likely to be similar, but we might, actually work on really digging into defining that clearly so that we can get as many evenly skilled people as possible into the tournament. But if you want competition, we are not done. I'm gonna go to my notes here because starting up next weekend, sign-ups for the SG Live online tournament for the Zelda 1 Randomizer. Sign-ups close. I'm gonna double check all my stuff. Sign-ups close Saturday night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. So that is Saturday night next week, the 26th at 11:59 p.m. Sign-ups close for the online portion of the SG Live tournament. I was gonna go take a quick look at how many entrants we got so far. There are currently 28 entrants into the online tournament. The flag set is different from the Rookie Rumble, but if you've been playing in the Rumble, then you've kind of been preparing yourself for this. They kind of amp up the flag sets as we go into some of these bigger tournaments. And this is a cash tournament. If you want more details, you can go to sglive.speedgaming.org and you can donate to increase the prize pool for this tournament and for the in-person tournament to happen in Virginia in, is it November? Yeah, November 9th through the 12th.
Yes.
So donate for your favorite Zelda 1 Randomizer, and we can get a big prize pool going for our runners. I think top 8 pays out. I don't know all the details, but go to sglive.speedgaming.org for all of the details. Check out the Discord for additional details and to see the tournament document. And if you are interested, if you have participated in this Rookie Rumble, I would highly encourage you to sign up just so you can kind of dip your toes in. And if you need to dip your toes in, our weekly races that we run on Sunday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For the remainder of August, those weekly races should play under the SG Live flag set, so you get a chance to test yourself out. Also, just check out the pickup races, like the Triforce Triple Play, running at 8, 10, and 12 every weeknight. Like, not the weekends, but the weeknights. They've been playing a lot of the SG Live flag set and practicing up. So, there's always races to find in Zelda 1 Randomizer. And I hope to see many more faces racing, whether it be casually, whether it be competitively. We just want to see people continue playing this game that we all know and love. Jeez, I feel like I rambled a whole bunch.
No, that you covered a lot. There was a lot there, but yeah, I would second. Yeah, anyone who is interested in trying out a slightly different flag set, who's maybe participated in this tournament or watched this tournament, yeah, give it a shot. Don't be scared. Throw your hat in the ring. My first tournament was this year with the Spring Random Percent tournament. I was nervous as heck going into it, and I'm really glad I did it because it was a really fun experience. So if you're on the fence, you're thinking about it, give it a shot. It'll be fun.
Oh, one more thing. Thank you, Tournament Admin JessAndy8. Going up in the next couple of days, we will have a feedback survey on the Discord for all of you to let us know what you thought about Rookie Rumble 2023. Give us your feedback, positive and negative. Please be constructive in how you word it. But we want to know what we did right, what we did wrong, what we can improve for next year, and specifically what y'all enjoyed, because we're all here to have fun. Sure, we set up this kind of competitive environment, but we do so because we like competing. It's fun. So we want to increase the fun factor for everyone. So please, as the first survey goes on the Discord, within the next couple of days, just check out Rookie Announcements, and you will find that, and we definitely appreciate your feedback. All right, take us out, y'all.
All right, thanks, Balkior. Yeah, and if you're not part of the Z1R Discord, I believe there's a link in the chat where you can hop in on there. The Z1R Discord is a fun place to find out about all these things, like upcoming tournaments and the weekly race on Sunday nights and pickup races and all sorts of stuff. So, and you got questions for folks about how to play the game or tips and tricks. Great place to get information. So definitely feel free to jump in there. Andy, this was a ton of fun. Any final thoughts on your end? I know this was a blast for me.
No, just tons of fun as well. Thank you for joining me here. I just want to, blah, blah, blah. Thank everybody. It was a lot of fun. Thank everybody for running all this and doing all the stuff and doing the things. And it's just so fun to be a part of it. And with that, I can sign us off unless anyone else wants to do the honors.
Go right ahead.
Take
All
us
right.
out, my man.
All right. Thank you everybody once again, and thank you Speed Gaming. This has been the 2023 Rookie Rumble Tournament. GG's again to Tabby Orange and runner-up JP, BrewersFanJP. Everybody have a wonderful and safe evening. We'll catch you around. Take care.